Hey Clashers, the best current Queen Charge hybrid attacker, and sadly one of the last Queen Charge hybrid attackers is sharing his tips and tricks today for this strategy, because I have seen on social media his offense, which he has shared with a couple of photos, and he has gotten on most of those days 300 plus trophies, and he's not low in legend, trust me. Like, he is attacking players like Gaku and so on, so he is really high up there, and getting 300 on average and more than that with this strategy or with any strategy on Tunnel 15 is insanely impressive. And since I've always loved Queen Charge Hybrid, I was thinking, how is he doing this? I mean, Queen Charge Hybrid is not known as one of the strongest strategies in Tunnel 15, let's be honest. With the Rage Towers and his spells cannot really keep up with everything and stuff like that, it does not make this strategy any easier. But he somehow pulls off those incredible Queen Charges, and we're going to take a look today at this box base, at a ring base, teaser base, and diamond base, and how he's approaching those. As well, one thing which he said is that, well, one of the most important things is with the Queen Charge, it's less about the Town Hall anymore. It's now more important that you trigger the Rage Towers with your Queen or even take them out, at least one of them. This is super important. The next thing as well is, make sure if you can take down the second Rage Tower as well with your Queen, make sure that your hybrid is going directly into that, because those are the most important things, most important areas of the base you have to take down. On this specific base, I have to say I have no clue if he has attacked this base already, but somehow he knows at this point that he does not need any more spells. Yes, that is right. Typically, when I see big swag attacks with like swagging a lot of hero abilities, heroes in general, or I don't know, like the spells or whatever, I see it a lot of times with like different strategies or with other strategies, but not that much with Queen Charge Hybrid. On this attack versus Gaku versus one of the best players in the world, it is 2 heal and 2 freeze. Are you kidding me? How is that even possible? How is that legal? How is that a thing? Swagging that much with Queen Charge Hybrid, suppose one of the worst strategies in the game, and how is he making that work? It's super impressive, and over this video we'll learn a bit more how he's approaching things. By the way, you should for sure follow him on Twitter, the link is down below in the description, by the way, and he is just crazy with this strategy. And for sure something I really want to learn, because I still love Queen Charge Hybrid. I was just not good enough with it. This means let's take a look at the next base style. Overall, as I already said, we're going to take a look at most of those common base styles, which is, for example, this really heavy teaser style base, where a Town Hall is kind of exposed, not as protected as in a diamond base, that's the next style, and a ring base, obviously, which are typically really annoying to attack with this strategy. And we're going to take a look at how he's approaching those. With having like such a niche strategy, a strategy which not that many people are using, and bringing 8 Sneaky Goblins, he can do many cool things which other players just cannot do, because it is legend. Like, you cannot adapt some of your army compositions. And this is why some bases only work in legend, because they heavily try to abuse the fact that you cannot change your army composition, which, by the way, before people are wondering, I think is a really good thing, because this makes it different from clan war or friendly challenges and things like that. If you want to adapt to your, like, to whatever the defender is bringing to the mix, well, then play clan war. This is not what trophy pushing is all about. This is how you can force your strategy versus the situational base and make the best out of it. But with having a like as well-rounded strategy as possible, and that's exactly what he's doing with this strategy. He's trying to cover as many different base types as possible, and trying to make sure that he has something in his army composition which can counter every single part. And seeing exposed Town Halls is kind of common nowadays. With those Sneaky Goblins, he can really nicely approach those, take those out, and have a really great pathing then for his hybrid. Because this is what this is all about, right? Like, this is what, like, hybrid is the best strategy when it comes down to abusing pathing. Because you want to make sure that your hybrid troops have a really clear path, especially with the miners in this army. You cannot really like get them distracted to the outside, because if they're splitting things up, your heal spells are less efficient, and this would be a really bad thing for you. But instead, he's making sure the pathing is set at the bottom side. He has found with the Queen And with that, those troops are going to clean things up, and it's going to be another 3-star, even though the troll tester would delay things a little bit. But hey, it's not going to change the outcome, which is yet another 3-star this time around versus Cynthia. So overall, you can see already, this guy knows what he is doing. So what is his next approach versus a ring base? And with that being said, we have one of those annoying ring bases. I have not seen one of his replies versus like those super stack core bases. Make sure to follow us on his social media if he might share anything about those over there. As I said, the link is down below. But let's double check how he's attacking one of those ring bases where it is a little bit more spread out, okay? Those bases are typically better versus super archer limbs, and normally it means that you can queen charge them a little bit better as well. First off, turning things invisible to get his queen back on track, and with having so many sneaky goblins, he does two things with those. First off, he can funnel his queen perfectly, and one thing which I have struggled with a lot when I did this strategy is my king never really walked into the direction where I want him to walk. A lot of times he walked into the base, a lot of times he just went a weird pathing for me, and so on. But with bringing the sneaky goblins in the mix as well, this means that, well, you can even control your king and where he is going. This is really cool. Right now, having his queen backtrack is perfect for him because this means he is in range of those bomb tower and the Mutterfern tower, the clan castles getting out there as well. And now we can just start with this king, funnel everything, and has the hybrid then for the town hall, which is another thing. With those queen charge hybrid attacks, you just want to create the pathing. That's exactly what he's doing. He's taking out the top corner and then sending in the hybrid for the town hall, which is such an important thing. Because remember, you typically cannot take down the town hall because you do not have that many rages to somehow even get close to it, okay? With having those rages then for your hybrid, or at least one of them, this makes that your push can get really quickly through the like thousands of hit points of the town hall, and because everything is stacked around the town hall, this rage has insane value for you. So right now he was able to burst through the town hall, rage all of his troops into the back end, and with that he can quickly enter into the back end defenses, the rage up Mutterfern tower, the rage up scatter, which he's going to freeze. But this already looks really good as the queen is going around the top side. He has one cleanup headhunter for the clan cast in just a second, and things are looking yet again really good for him. So overall, I mean, those attacks just want me to try this strategy again. Like, it is crazy how easy this looks, and I really want to give it a try, especially with that crazy swag attacks he is pulling off, with like swagging sometimes the spells and stuff like that. It is really, really impressive to me how he's doing those. And as I said, seeing those 3 stars here and how he's doing it just wants to give me another try at using this specific strategy. But hey, before we're trying that, and I would maybe do that in the future video if you want me to do it, let me know in the comments. But before we're doing that, I think we should take a look at one more base style, which is, we have covered now the box base, the teaser base, the ring base. One base type is missing, and that is right, this is the diamond base. The difference between the teaser base and a diamond base a lot of times is that the town hall is more or like deeper into the base, like not really in the core or anything like that, don't get me wrong, but it's more like closer to the main defense. So for example, this rage tower is even covering the main defenses with the town hall together. There's more buildings in front of it. It's harder to snipe the town hall. So what is he doing on this one? On this base, I was really surprised because when I saw it the first time, I thought, okay, let's just wall break in, get the town hall, and send the hybrid on the flank. But he's having a completely different approach, which I think just makes him so much better than most of the other players with this strategy, which is he is wall breaking in 3 times around this area, which to me was a big surprise. But what he's trying to do, he's trying to get into this scatter channel, because from there he can create a really good pathing, takes down those 3 buildings, and those 3 buildings are key. Because when he has his king starting around this top side, and again he's using a sneaky goblin to create the pathing for his king later, he is now like getting his king into this channel, and then can have his hybrid into the core, taking down all of those buildings, which then would be on his queen. So it's all about the timing. It's pathing and timing. Those are the 2 key things attacking with this strategy. Pathing, because this is what hybrid is all about. Timing, because you want to make sure that you're splitting up the damage, okay? You want to split up the damage between your hybrid, because you have the heal spells, and your queen because she has the healers. If you split up the damage, this means it's more efficient and easier to keep your queen alive, for example. Right now, this looks really good. The queen is getting closer to the town hall. Tornado trap is a bit annoying, but hey, it works. And the hybrid at the same time has taken down the core. As I said, the monolith is down. The damage on the queen is limited now. With the ability, she's staying alive. Royal ability is still there. The king is alive, tanking on the outside. This attack, yet again, looks really, really good. And I feel like overall, diamond bases are one of the best bases you want to attack with this strategy. So overall, I mean, it is just, I've said this after every single attack we have watched today, but it is just super impressive to me. As I said, there is a reason why not that many people are playing this strategy anymore, because it is not easy to pull off. But just watching those attacks, they look so easy, so I really want to give it a try, I think. And, well, if you want to give it a try as well, make sure you can use the link, the strategy link down below in the description. And if you want to learn more about this, make sure to follow Dark on Top on Twitter. As I said, the link for that is down below there as well, or follow it on X or whatever it's now called. But yeah, overall, really, really impressive attacks. To me, it's one of the most fun strategies to watch. But hey, those were great attacks. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.